This is the brief on the May 10, 2026 DeepDraft Maritime Analysis of the Hormuz blockade. The Strait of Hormuz has fundamentally broken down as a transit corridor, triggering a systemic logistics failure that's forcing a massive strategic pivot in Gulf crude exports. First, the blockade risk. We've hit a catastrophic zero-crossing phase. Right now, over 1,500 vessels are trapped by kinetic attacks, mine risks, and the degradation of GNSS electronic position monitoring. Look, this isn't just a traffic delay, it's a total structural breakdown. A routine transit corridor has become a high-risk armed extraction environment. Second, the UAE strategic pivot. Does leaving OPEC Plus constraints matter if your crude is stuck behind a maritime barricade? Well, no, it doesn't. That's exactly why repositioning crude logistics toward Fujairah is a game-changer. This non-Hormuz bypass capacity gives the UAE a massive structural advantage for loading strategies and deploying very large crude carriers. Finally, let's trace this rapid escalation timeline. On May 5th, Project Freedom's armed extraction zones widened. On the 6th, the UN addressed the sanctions risk of Iranian pay-to-pass transit tolls. May 7th brought a kinetic strike on the CMA-CGM San Antonio at a region-wide GNSS collapse. On the 8th, operators tested blockade resilience, moving 6 million barrels via AIS dark tanker runs. By May 9th, the official zero-crossing crisis hit, trapping those 1,500 ships. It's a true bridge-level nightmare for masters forced to navigate manually and run completely dark just to survive. Ultimately, the future of Gulf logistics will be judged entirely by whether cargo can bypass contested choke points and move through resilient infrastructure like Fujairah. For the complete operational analysis, read the full weekly brief at thedeepdraft.com.